Yes, AutoChief, new week, new car. Ghana, pay attention. It's your man, do your fair Japan. But I tell you always, when you see me in the streets, call me QB. Alternatively, you can call me Anti-Comfort Sam. The other time you saw my face, we're talking about duties and how the duties have gotten high because of two reasons. But we need to follow up with that conversation. So the question is, duties are high. What do you do as someone who needs a car? Do you need to look on the local market for some good deals, or is it still good to import a vehicle? But then that's why I'm here. I'm going to tell you on authority that if you are importing like one car for your personal use, or even attempting to buy somebody a car for someone, this is not really a time to import. The reason, as I mentioned in my previous video, was that these two factors, VAT increment from 12.5 to 15%, that's a problem for you. Then again, that's the second reason, is that there's 10% discount that government used to give to importers of vehicles effective 1st January 2023. That was taken off, which means that when you are bringing a car in 2023, you are going to have to deal with this. Then we are going to also look at the part about the import, where you are buying the car. And for this conversation, I'm going to limit to when you are buying the car from the US market. Here, in the month of April 2023, this is the time where Americans have filed their taxes. There's a lot of money in the system, so the prices of cars, even on the salvage market, have gone up. So when you look at these three factors, it's not really a good time to import one single, two cars. The only people that makes sense for them to import cars are the real car dealers, the people who bring cars in containers. For them, there's economies of scale because he picks one container, he packs a couple of cars in them, so there's some savings involved. But for you, the person importing a single vehicle, this time my advice is that go on the local market and get some savings. And do you know why you're going to get some savings? You are going to get some savings because just 10 months ago, in the month of June, when I did a video which I'll put down in the links below, I wanted to explain to people that when you buy cars in Ghana, used cars, you may have a favorable price. And the reason I explained is that a lot of salvage cars come into the market. But that time, this is June 2022, the price of a 2014 Toyota Corolla in June, pay attention here, the price of a 2014 Toyota Corolla unregistered, or what we call foreign use, was 70,000 Ghana cedis. As we speak, as I'm speaking to you today, the 16th of April 2023, the price has doubled. The average price of a Toyota Corolla that's a 2014 Toyota Corolla to be exact. Today, if you check on Gigi, and I'll give you that data, you see that the average price is 140,000. Practically doubled in 10 months. But the reason why you can still make some savings when you buy local is this. There are people who brought this Corolla that they are selling somewhere about 10 months ago. So in terms of cost price, it did cost them around 70,000 Ghana cedis. So obviously, when they looked at the exchange rates and they made the adjustment, then they had to also adjust their prices. But for such individuals, it's always possible for you to negotiate their price down. So I can guarantee that for individuals who brought their cars a couple of months ago, before even we entered into 2023, you can still get some good deals on them. Effectively, you can get a 2014 Toyota Corolla unregistered around 110 or 120,000. But when you import, it's difficult. It's almost damn near impossible to get a salvage Toyota Corolla 2014 with less mileage, with less damage, under $5,000 before you ship. So when you do the math, by the time you clear the car, the duty, last I checked, was around 45,000 Ghana cedis. Again, the duty, as I checked, was about 45,000 Ghana cedis. When you add it all up, in terms of import, it might cost you about 120,000 even before you add your margins. So my advice to my followers, my subscribers, and everyone who watches AutoChief is that this is not the time to import that single car that you've been wanting, because if even it's for personal use, by the time you finish, your price will be over 140,000 Ghana cedis, and that's very important to note. But even more serious is, assuming you have plans to sell, the thing you need to know is that there are so many Corollas on the market, that when you bring a Corolla now, you are going to be a price taker. Effectively, the market is going to give you your price, and I'm telling you, it will be difficult to get anything more than 140,000. And when I did some simulations, I'll tell you, it's damn near impossible to get a good 2014 Toyota Corolla with low mileage and with less accident damage into the country now for less than 120,000. So it is too much stress for you, and when you come, because you are going to be a price taker, you are not going to get that margin, a big margin on that. So, but the only exception is this: in 2023, my research has shown that there are two cars that you can make margins on. In fact, these two cars, you can become the price maker. And pay attention to this: Mazda CX-30, first generation. That car, it came onto the market 2019. Now it's about 4 years on the market. You can get a good one on the salvage market. And because Accra has no idea about the price of that car, when you come to the market, you are going to dictate the price. So in economics, they call it, you are going to become the price maker instead of the market dictating the price. So that's one, Mazda CX-30 first generation from 2019 to date. Then the second one is Toyota Corolla Cross. Very important car for Toyota. A few on the market, but those are the ones that are sold by the dealers in Ghana. I think Toyota Ghana sells that. But as far as imports from the US market, it's a 2022 model car. It's 2.0. It's a small SUV. It has good design. So when you bring these two cars onto the market, as much as there's so much stress on the market, I guarantee you, for these two cars, you are going to become the price maker. So AutoChief, this is something I felt I needed to let you know, because when I bring you the data, it's important I also bring you some clarity. So what's the bottom line? My conclusion is that in April of 2023, if you have one car in mind, it's not really worth going through all the stress over 2 months just to get the car to town and the duties, all those things. I'm telling you, and with the data I gave in my other video, that the duties are up, so it's not worth your while. Also, it's April in the US now, and people have filed their taxes, a lot of dollars going around, so the prices of cars even on the salvage market have gone up. So this is not the time to import. I mean, in the course of the year, we'll have more videos, especially going towards November, December, because that's a good time to import vehicles from the US. And very important, when you do your research, you are surely going to make some good margins. So I hope I've been very helpful, because when the phone calls come, I tell you, AutoChief, it's not every day that I advise you to import. Now in April 2023, my advice is very simple. Unless you are a big time car dealer where you bring loads of cars, this time let's look on the local market and find some good deals. Appreciate. Until next week when I see you with another video. But before then, if the video was valuable, please subscribe if you've not already subscribed. After that, like, comment, and share so that we can grow the AutoChief family. I appreciate all of you. And so all I can say is, Medase. Salute.